Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday, and we're coming at you with our Tuesday tips. I don't know why I'm holding the Snickers
I
bar.
don't know. You've been holding that for about
Yeah,
2 minutes now.
I don't know. I'm in my car. I'm mobile today. I got to eat it before it melts. So I know it's not on the carnivore diet, but it's just one of those stressful days.
Isn't that the sad part about like a real estate agent diet?
It takes a really strong person to.
It's so difficult because number one, finding the time to eat. And then number two, you're usually like on the road or at a closing table. So that equates to gas station food, drive through food, or cookies.
Yeah, here's my lunch.
So that can't
Yeah,
be your lunch.
it is my lunch. Yep.
But why the Snickers? Like you could have picked something else. Why? Why Snickers?
Snickers is just my weakness. It's like
Like,
it's like
why
my
didn't you?
blanket.
Why didn't you
Just
pick the granola bar or
I
something?
just I just want to hold a Snickers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are a little late today just because, like you said, you are on the road. You are at a closing or about to be in one. And so our schedule's a little off today, but we will keep this quick since we're behind schedule. So today is Tip Tuesday. So we're going to share a real estate tip, and a couple of lifestyle tips and just general tips that we use in our lives to try to make it a little easier.
I have a tip. I have a real estate tip.
Okay.
Rates have dropped. Well, yes, they've dropped slightly and they're trending down. So, if you need to lock your rate, I think now is the day to lock it. They've been gradually going down since yesterday afternoon, and I think I posted this on Facebook. That you should lock. Go find a property, lock on an interest rate, and get a good deal. So,
And can you just clarify that again for the people who maybe haven't been watching us or this is their first time watching? And because you talk a lot about the Treasury, the 10-year Treasury. And I know sometimes there's some confusion because people see that and it shows like 4.2 something. Um,
yeah,
Obviously, that's not the mortgage rate. So can you just explain that just a little bit, clarify that?
yeah, the 10-year Treasury is what the Federal Reserve borrows money at. So that's basically the par rate. So like that's zero. And then they add their fees on top of that, which is right around 2%, 2.5%. And then that's what they lend to the banks. So
a general rule is like if you see the 10-year Treasury at say like 4, then the rate's probably the mortgage rate
is in the
equates to what, like
sixes.
6 to six and
Sixes.
a half,
It's in the
somewhere like
sixes.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we clarify that because I know that can be, it's easy for you because you're in it all day and you talk finance and all of that. But for us,
Well, just to
us
give you an
lay folk,
example, we saw really low interest rates like 2%. That means that the 10-year Treasury was at zero.
we don't
So
want
it was free money. Basically the Federal Reserve was not making anything on that money, and that was 0% interest rate. It's basically as zero as you can get.
that. Gotcha.
So
So your
so
tip
what are your
is,
tips?
So your tip is if you're in the market at all, or if you are shopping and haven't locked your interest rate, do it now. And if you've been waiting, it might be time to have a conversation.
Yep, there you go.
That's your tip. Okay.
That's my tip.
Yep. My tip today, which it always sounds easier, but you have to kind of create these habits. I went to Costco today to get supplies for our bingo, the prizes for our bingo, which, just so you know, if you haven't RSVP'd yet, it's Saturday. Make sure you RSVP. And I got some of the stuff that like are staples at Costco. And what I have found is when you make a Costco trip or any kind of grocery trip, make sure that you block out enough time to not just go and get the things, but also prep the things that you buy. Because I know it's a struggle in our house that if I just throw the grapes in or the strawberries in or the rotisserie chicken in the fridge, it'll just sit there and go bad. Like if things aren't prepped, they don't get eaten. And so my tip is give yourself an extra 30, 45 minutes on the tail end of your shopping trip and do all the things, rinse the vegetables, cut them, prep them, shred the rotisserie chicken, put it away. You will definitely thank yourself throughout the week.
Sweet. Is that
Yeah.
because your family's lazy?
It could be,
Yeah.
but I think it's just human nature. Like if stuff isn't readily available, then nobody wants to rinse it and do the thing. So it really is just like another 30, 45-minute commitment. But I don't know. That,
Yeah.
that that's my tip. It'll save you a ton of time down the road and save you a lot of money because it's not wasted. And
I do appreciate the grapes in the little baggies.
the grapes
It's
and the trail mix and the
yeah.
yeah.
That's the other thing. You get that big bag of trail mix, and then you throw it. You just pour a bunch in little baggies, and we can have them on the go. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things just on the smallest level where it's like do something today that your future self will thank you for. And every time I do that, my future self, like I pat myself on the back when I go in to get a quick lunch and there's like chicken salad ready for me because I just took the 30 minutes earlier in the week to do that. So that's my
Good.
tip.
Yay.
Yeah. And my other tip as far as lifestyle tip is if you are if you're going to make dinner, like if you happen to plan out, I try my best to plan dinners every day, but if you don't and it's only a couple days a week, use that time to your advantage. So if you're going to say it's spaghetti night or taco night, if you're going to be frying up the meat anyway, make a double batch. Whatever it is you're doing, just make a double batch of what it is. So make a double batch of hamburger, make a double batch of chicken, make a double batch of sauce, whatever it is, and save the other half so that later, a couple days down, you can make it in a different way. And that saves time too. So if I'm already going through the process of like taking all the stuff out and prepping it and cutting it, I'm just going to make a double batch so that I can get 2 or 3 meals out of it.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo. Hey, and I know I sent you guys this morning, and maybe you guys weren't as thrilled about it as I was, but we were talking about going somewhere this summer and checking out airfares. And I started putting in some prompts into ChatGPT. And what were some of the prompts can you share that a little bit?
Yeah. Let me see. Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, share the screen.
All right. Hold on a second here.
I know you're not as proud of it as I am, but
It's not that I didn't see it.
okay.
I didn't see it.
I
know. Oh, here we go. Share screen. Okay. Can you see it?
No, my screen is a little too small. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's there.
Yeah, it is there. Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
So this was I was just putting in some prompts there for ChatGPT to try to figure out, all right, how can I do some little hacks here to get either the best fare or maybe bump up to business class or first class, just to see what ChatGPT would say. And what are some of the prompts that it suggests? Like the first one.
Find error fares before they vanish.
Yeah, so this is error fares, not airfares.
Like error, like
Error
wrong.
is in a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
ERROR. Yeah. And what's the prompt for that?
Act as a travel deal expert. Show me how to find error fares. It doesn't really give you a tip.
Well, that's the prompt that you're going to put into ChatGPT and have it spit out.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Got it.
Yes.
Got
All
it.
right.
Okay. I thought it was going to give us the answers. I got it now.
Got it. So here are some of the prompts that you can use. I got this from a friend of mine on Facebook. And if you want these prompts, just let us know. Put a comment in and just say airfare. And we'll send you this list of prompts for ChatGPT and have it spit out hopefully some good results or some good suggestions on how how you can get some good airfare this summer for your summer trips.
Yeah, and speaking of travel, we have traveled a lot, and we
Well,
get
because we're
asked.
old.
Well, not only that, but we enjoy traveling. Like that's one of the things that some people buy cars, some people do this, some people have hobbies. We like to travel. So when we travel, I spend a huge amount of time researching because our family's so big. It's now become, if we go on a family vacation, I believe it's 12 of us. But even if it's just us and the girls, that's still 4. So finding airfare accommodations, all those things. So it does take a lot of research. So my tips for when you're going to travel, if you're trying to plan a trip on a budget, is to really, okay, first of all, look at airfare on Tuesdays, because usually Tuesdays is when they come out with sort of the lower fare airfare sale kind of thing. So always look on Tuesdays. Check all the sites, Expedia, all of that. But I have found that the best rates are usually when you do directly through the airline, directly on their website. And do a little bit of a comparison. Like sometimes if you leave on a Wednesday, say you planned on leaving on a Thursday, but if you can figure out a way to leave late on a Wednesday, your airfare could be half the amount that you were thinking. And sometimes hotels have, stay 3 nights, get 1 free. So look at all of those things. It really is kind of a science, but take the time because you can save thousands and thousands of dollars on these trips. And that's one thing that we've learned. Like people sometimes have given us some grief, like you're traveling again. I said, but it's only because I spend a ton of time finding like the absolute lowest deals for us. And so it doesn't cost as much as you might think.
Yeah, you research it and try to get us the best deal. But that is one of those prompts in that sheet that we provided. Is it ChatGPT tell me the best day to travel, and how to book a trip,
Yep.
um, the cheapest way. So check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know
And
we got. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say we got to wrap it up because I've got to get going. But
Yep.
is there anything else you want to share?
No, if anybody has any tips for us, we're always looking for actually if anybody has any great landscaping tips,
Yes. Yes.
like that is our spring and summer goal for this year. We did a total remodel on the inside of our house and now our outside looks just really sad. Um
Someone should mow the
so
lawn.
so yeah, someone should mow the lawn.
I called Danny. Danny, our lawn guy.
So if you guys have any awesome um, landscaping tips, preferably something that's maybe like a little more like non-chemical, natural kind of thing to, bring back your grass, get rid of weeds, easy tips for just a transformation in landscaping that doesn't cost a ton, anything like that, like we would love to hear from you
Probably
guys
it's
on
probably
that.
vinegar.
It's probably vinegar, which you hate, but um, I
Yep.
use it for cleaning too. Vinegar and lemon.
Jeez. All right. With
We-
that, we got to run.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
see you guys
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Later.
Bye.